Yesterday, Senator Edwin Sifuna sat down with Uhuru FM for an interview, and in this video, I want us to look into what was discussed on that particular set. And so with no further ado, let's get after it. Number one, if it ever comes down to it, Sifuna made it clear that he doesn't mind ceding his ambitions to support someone else provided, that's a keyword, Ruto goes home. Just listening to this.
Kwanza wacha niseme kwamba jukumu lililopo mbele yetu ni zito sana. Mimi ninakubali kwamba ni jukumu zito. William Ruto, for all his flaws, pia yeye ni mwanasiasa, pia yeye na watu wake. Sasa yuko na serikali upande wake, wanasema wako na deep state. Yale mambo yote ambayo tulikuwa tunaambiwa na sisi. Na kwamba kibarua hicho kinahitaji kwamba kuwe na ushirikiano.
Yes.
Itakuwa jambo la kuvunja moyo sana ati tuamke 2027 William Ruto amepita na kura 1200 kwa sababu Sifuna alimea pembe akasema yeye pia yako kwa debe. Kalonzo akasema yako kwa debe. Hata wale mashosho wetu hawataki kupewa ballot mrefu kama zile za MCA, unaona ziko na watu 30 hapo. Unataka kuangusha William, hauoni pali candidate wako yuko.
Yes.
Tupatie Kenyans a ballot paper that is two names peke yake. Huyu incumbent na yule ambaye tunataka kumuingiza.
Yes.
Na itapelekea kwamba kuwe na mazungumzo.
And Sifuna is right. We need that kind of selflessness or else we'll lose. And the data that's currently out there affirms the same. For instance, just check out this recent poll done in Nakuru by Mizani Africa, and I quote. In this image, you can see that the residents of Nakuru prefer William Ruto as a candidate at 36.5%, Matiang'i 14.8%, Sifuna 12%, Kalonzo 10.9%, Gachagua 8.9%, Didi Nyoro 3.5%, and Maraga 1%. My main shocker here is how Matiang'i is polling in at number 2. Yes, Sifuna, I'm not shocked. Sifuna being ahead of Kalonzo makes sense since Linda Mwananchi were there just 2 weeks ago. Yeah, Matiang'i, I don't know how he made it to number 2, but he's doing better than we thought. But be that as it may, there's a point I want to bring here. Ruto has 36.5%, but the united opposition, if you take Matiang'i, Sifuna, Kalonzo, Gachagua, Nyoro, and Maraga, and you put it together, that comes to 51.1%. And that just propels Sifuna's point to the very top, because if these guys decide to put 2 or 3 of them in the ballot, clearly Ruto atapita. That is what the data is saying. But if they combine and give one candidate, Kasongo hawezi survive in Nakuru or any other county. So I'm glad Sifuna can see it. I hope we won't have a Neanderthal who wants to go at it alone. Nimeona Jimmy Wanjigi with his Safina party. Last time he insisted on being on the ballot. I hope this time he won't be on the ballot. Wacha Wanjigi acheze siasa yake, akilemewa asupport yule united opposition itapeana. We don't want watu wa kujitakia. This is the finals. Ni kama vile Arsenal imeingia pale Champions League kwa final. Hii si wakati ya Saka kukataa kupeana pass ati yeye ndo lazima afunge bao. You have to pass the ball. Use everything in your disposal. Use every tactic. Be selfless if need be. Hata ukitaka ukue kamikaze pilot. So long as we win the Champions League of elections. Ile ya Champions League hiyo si lazima Arsenal washinde, wamezoea kutuangusha, but hii ya 2027 we must carry that Champions League. Number 2, the ever bipolar Cherargei'S said that he'll bring a motion to block all the benefits that Uhuru Kenyatta is currently enjoying just because he has refused to say 2-term. But fortunately for us, Sifuna is saying over my dead body. Roll the tape.
Kuna mahali kwenye katiba inasema ukimaliza term yako ati usiongee mambo ya siasa. Wewe ni kiongozi. Na mumecheza hapa kwenye news. Hata Moi alisema the same thing.
Yes.
Amemaliza ndio amestaafu, lakini hawezi kunyamaza haswa wakati ambapo unaelekezewa cheche za maneno na watu ambao hawana ushahidi wowote kwamba unafadhili mikutano ya kisiasa ama mambo mengine.
Yes.
Kwa hivyo mimi nataka nimalizie hapo kwa kusema mimi kama Sifuna pale kwenye Senate,
yes,
tutalinda Uhuru kwa sababu na yeye ni mwananchi. Sisi wanalinda mwananchi, hatutahusika na hiyo vitu ya Cherargei.
Yes.
Tunangoja ikuje kwenye flow, alafu tukutane na hii watu.
Mwangushe.
Yeah.
Lakini sometimes ni vizuri tuulizane maswali. Why are Kalenjin leaders so bitter with Uhuru Kenyatta? Because from how I see it, it can only be one of two things. Either ni ukabila ama ni uoga. Na mimi naona uoga ndo shida. They are afraid of what Uhuru Kenyatta can do to them in 2027 if he openly endorses the opposition candidate and begins doing campaigns for them. You see, last time round, he supported Raila financially. He never did any campaigns for Raila. That is why he didn't get that extra 300,000 votes he needed to pass. Uhuru thought the money will be enough. It wasn't. Now he's wiser. and he still has the money, he can decide to give the money. He's no longer under any obligation to be meeting delegates and all that. He can go campaign for the candidate, and I believe we'll get our foot across the finish line. So let Uhuru stop lurking in the shadows. Kama wanakutusi sababu usemi 2 term na wanataka kuchukua your benefits, you have nothing to lose. Protect your legacy, protect your longevity. And on that note, I like a point that Sifuna put across. He said that kama wanaekelea Uhuru ati yeye ndo anatupea pesa, basi ajitokeze atupe hiyo pesa tusaidie kufukuza hawa watu. Just listening to this point from Sifuna.
Uhuru Kenyatta alitoa pesa kwa ajili ya kampeni ya Mheshimiwa Raila Odinga. Ndo nikauliza siku moja kama baba alikuwa anapewa msaada wa kifedha na Uhuru Kenyatta, pesa ya Uhuru ilianza kuwa mbaya siku gani?
Swali mzuri.
So akitoa saa hii, na nataka nimwambie Uhuru kama anatusikiliza, kwa sababu kila siku anasema unatupea pesa, so ulete hii pesa alete tu hii do tufurushe hii watu, kwa sababu Jeff,
kwa hivyo bado hajaleta,
si tunashindwa sasa, sijui anagojea nini. Si alete tu hii do sasa tufanye kazi, kwa sababu kila siku wanamrushia cheche za maneno. Wanasema sijui amefanya, sijui hajafanya.
And I for one agree. Let Uhuru Kenyatta use his resources, whether legal or illegal, to help liberate this country from the tribal chiefs who want to milk us dry as they share government appointments between Garissa and Marakwet. Anywho, that's just my opinion, guys. Let's see what Kenyans next have to say about Sifuna claiming he will endorse whoever the united opposition candidate will be. And I quote, African said, "The minute you start telling Raila's supporters to join Gachagua, that is when you are pushing them to Ruto. It is better if Sifuna went alone. If he joins Rigathi, he will be weak." Messi Mafia said, hapa kwa comments watu wa 2 term wanalia tu. Mtashtuka sana. Sifuna, Maraga, Gachagua, Kalonzo, Mtata na Tembea Matiang'i wakishikana and demolishing that useless broad-based nonsense. Hakim Nasur said, Edwin Sifuna understands the task ahead, therefore huyu ndo tunataka, sisi ndo Sifuna. Blessing said, they are working on a strategy that cannot be broken when they say it's time to raise a presidential candidate. Bishwa, he said they cannot run from the people's call, so tulieni. The Scroll of Reality said, less than a minute of Sifuna's videos and you can hear wisdom. Well, I'd rather hear your wisdom. Let's see what you have to say in the comment section below, and I'll do the best to read your comments and to give you a response. So with that, here today's Ads of the Day. If you're still managing rentals using notebooks and caretakers, see how Joel Karangu Maina switched to a system that runs his 76 units automatically. Every month, caretakers traveled to his office with handwritten records. Balancing the math took hours. Payments never merged and tenants never got receipts. Then Joel switched to Bomahat, Kenya's award-winning property management software. Now payments update automatically, receipts go out via SMS, and every report is just 1 click away. He now runs all 76 units from his phone. No chaos, no confusion. Join hundreds of landlords doing the same. For more information, please call 0717 512 483 or visit www.bomahat.com.
Right now, I'm with my team headed to a client's house in Ruiru for consultation. That is to take measurements of the windows, go through our catalog with the client, and then once they decide on the color and the fabric they want, we'll get busy sewing, and at long last, the curtains installation will be on us. So if you're looking for curtains, shears, curtain rods, curtain accessories, reach out to Phoenix Curtains and Interior Decor and we will sort you out. Call us on 0724 414153.
If you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching from a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for hondavidwafula. Hit the subscribe button, you're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.